What would you do if no one judged you? No eyes critiquing your every move, no whispered opinions, no raised eyebrows, no one telling you who you should be, or how you should act, or what's acceptable. It's a quiet question, but it sits heavy in your chest. Because the truth is, you've been living half your life under the weight of invisible eyes. And even when you're alone, somehow, they're still there. I used to think I was free. I'd make choices, say words, take chances, and believe they were mine. But then I noticed the hesitations, the small self-corrections before a sentence left my mouth, the maybe I shouldn't that creeps in right before I reach for something I really want. It hit me one evening, sitting on a park bench. The wind smelled like wet leaves, the street lamps flickered on, and I realized I wasn't living for me at all. I was performing for everyone else. And that's exhausting, isn't it? Spending your life curating who you appear to be, adjusting your voice, your opinions, your very actions to fit the invisible mold you think everyone expects. I started asking myself what I truly wanted. Not what looked right, not what was safe, not what people would admire, but what made my chest feel lighter, my hands itch with action, my stomach twist with anticipation. It's terrifying to admit it, because the first time I tried to live like no one was judging, I felt naked, exposed, like the world could see falling apart, and maybe they would. But at the same time, it felt alive. Every movement sharper, every choice mine, every breath mine. I realized then that the chains of judgment aren't outside, they're inside. A voice that whispers, "Don't do that. They'll laugh, they'll think." And if you listen, it shapes your life more than anyone else ever could. So I started small. I danced alone in my apartment, loud music blaring. I spoke my mind to friends, even when my words stumbled. I pursued projects without waiting for validation. I made mistakes, beautiful, messy mistakes, and discovered that they didn't shatter me, because nothing outside has the power to define you except the meaning you give it. The strange thing about living without fear of judgment is, it doesn't make you reckless. It makes you precise, intentional. You notice the details you'd otherwise ignore. The smile that makes your chest warm. The quiet pause before a sunset disappears. The way your own voice can finally sound like you. And suddenly, life isn't a performance anymore. It's messy, it's awkward, it's raw, and it's entirely yours. I've come to see that everyone is trapped by these invisible eyes to some degree. The judgment we fear is almost always imagined. The opinions we chase or avoid are shadows we carry inside. But the moment you stop listening, the moment you move as if no one is watching, you start to notice what really matters. Not applause, not validation, not perfection, but small sparks. The ones that make your chest lighter, your hands restless, your heart feel like it might actually belong to you. So, what would you do if no one judged you? I can't answer that for you, only you can. But I can tell you this, there's a version of you waiting just on the other side of the imagined eyes. A version that's messy, human, alive. And the moment you meet them, everything shifts.